What's going on, everyone? Godric here, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of my series known as Fictional Character Backgrounds. So, in terms of what this kind of show it is basically telling you guys about the backstories of my OCs, basically original characters. Do not steal, and they usually originate in Scalper, Dynasty Warriors, and GTA. Enorals? What are you doing here? Oh, well, okay, that makes sense. Anyways, actually, I can't believe I was on vacation. Um, so yeah, like I said, um, when it comes to these characters that I actually made these backstories for, they're usually unscripted. So literally, it's just me. Is yours truly talking to you guys about them in person. So, without further ado, today's fictional character background, you're going to be taking a look at the Dark Knight of Russia, known as Vera. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so Vera, named Vera Tokarevsky, is from the Sigma universe, and she was born around September 16th, 1558, making her a Virgo. In this case, she is indeed Russian and basically Caucasian. She has two brothers, 9 sisters, a father, and a and a grandmother known as Grandma Chloe. Uh, she basically had she basically originally a had a double-edged sword until it broke, and she ended up finding something known as the Emerald Blade of Chaos. And she was born around Volga, Russia, and she is 28 according to this game specifically. And she originated in Scalper 3. Alright, so for the most part, Vera is what most people call, uh, well, uh, for the most part, she is indeed a knight from Volgograd, Russia, which in a near in a well in a village, even though that's actually her birthplace, uh, her village is indeed poor. Unfortunately, due to the fact that a lot of a lot of governments actually kind of well took away the ability to actually give food to the respective let's see, yeah, um usually they give they what's that called, they give most most important things that a lot of people really needed in um uh is they give them water, food, as well as supplies. Anyways, so let's start with the prologue. The prologue, or chapter 1, chapters 1 through 9, which will take place in Soul Calibur. She is a soldier in the military, and she actually is the only person that was alive in an all-out war. But unfortunately, due to the fact that most of her armor broke, she has to use armored scrapped. So um, literally armor that does not match altogether. Um, and she went back to the village to live another day. And the reason why it's like that is back when, because back then, when it comes to knights, these type of knights are literally one of the things that a lot of people do not mess around with. Reason being, they either have a sword, an axe, a sword and shield, or, well, well, um, as well as a mace, as well as I think it's known as a ball and chain or like a flail. Um, Either way, it was one of those cases where it's like, oh, okay, so these knights are ridiculously strong. Especially when it comes to basically them having a lot of armor attached to them. But either way, it's one of those cases where it's like, okay, this is going to be an interesting um, proportion. Um, so, around that time, Vera actually joined the military and around 19 years old. And she actually did work hard for her position in the military. So, yeah, for the most part, it was a moment where she actually knew that she might end up being a not a general, but more like a strategist. All right. So around chapters 10 to 16, aka Soul Calibur 3, she ended up getting it. In one of the skirmishes, she actually gets injured, and unfortunately, she did lose her eye. But she actually did gain a new weapon, which is the Emerald Blade of Chaos. In fact, she asked herself that if I'm going to be the most powerful warrior throughout Russia, I need something that not even the gods will touch. So this will have been known as the Blade of Chaos, as the Emerald Sword of Chaos, or aka the Devil Slayer. Anyway, with her new sword in mind, um, she actually, and not to mention, along with her black armor, she was known as one of the wolves. Well, to be specific, the wolves are a. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So, those are wondering, the wolves literally are literally the name of Vera's group. Unlike Jolene's pirates, Vera actually has many what was I saying? Oh yeah. So Vera actually has fellow wolves, and she is known as, and apparently she was known as the fourth wolf, or the Wolf of Russia. Now, the wolves are easily recognizable due to the fact that these type of knights are literally from individual countries. So um, unlike what's it called? So unlike a regular knight, a wolf knight is actually what we noticed by Vera herself, and she will have known, how strong they are due to the fact how many armies they have defeated so far. Alright, so we're come to, well, her look now in Soul Calibur 4, and well, see, her design is actually based off of Soul Calibur 3, 4, 5, and 6. So chapter 17 to 20, and she's now 28 years old. For the most part, she actually ended up with a lot more, not more pride, but she had more honor than many of her comrades. So yeah, for the most part, she actually has gained new armor, and she is currently she was in the middle of a skirmish, which actually lost her in the first place. Anyways, her first comrade is known as Brutus, a friend of Vera's, and he is actually the wolf of let's say the wolf of Rome, not Rome, the wolf of Germany. Next we got Caroline. Wait, no, Brutus is actually Italian. My bad. The wolf of Italian. Got Caroline, who is actually the wolf of um, who is actually clearly the wolf of Ireland, which don't at me because he has green. Anyways, we have Leona, who is actually the she is the wolf of Spain, and she is one out of the two knights that is actually one of the three knights that actually carrying around two weapons. Um, um, one is Leona, the other one is known as Mary, and um, she is the wolf of Switzerland. And last discerning knowledge, well, we got Genesis, who is the wolf of how do I say this? She's actually the wolf of um jeez, what was I say? Oh yeah, no, I remember now. She is the wolf of Dutch, and she is known as the Knight of the Moon. And last but certainly not least, we have the first wolf herself, known as Alexandra, the wolf of Greece. And for the most part, in fact, she's the only one that actually has a lot of stuff going for her. And not to mention, throughout the entirety of their journey, they actually have fought many wars together, and then 17 years later, which would have been 1609, they would have retired already. Alright, so for the most part, due to the fact that I have so much time, I'm going to explain Scholar 5 since I forgot to actually make her I completely forgot to actually make her God dang it, I completely forgot about I was about to wait, no, actually I remember now. So yeah, for the most part, it's a oh snap. Anyways, um oh, I remember now. So in Scholar 5, she would have been 49 years old, basically 4 years older than Jolene, and since I'd say 1609, she would have been easily 51. And around that time, around the 1590s, she already had at least had 1 to 2 kids, possibly 3, depending on um, how most people take it. Anyway, Jesus. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So here's a couple of fun facts for you guys. So for the most part, you know how Julian is based off of One Piece. Well, yeah, Vera is actually based off of Berserk, specifically, um, Guts from Berserk, with um, the, the whole Black Swordsman thing. Um, Now here's the second fact. Um, Legit, I try to recreate her as much as possible in the older games, so Excalibur 3, Excalibur 4, and Excalibur 5. Um, for Excalibur 5, it's a lot, but the armor is a bit different um, than any other type of game in general. Um, yeah. Um, the other fact is that I was planning on having Vera carrying around a giant axe. Unfortunately, um, unfortunately, it was one of the many cases where I'm like, you know what, I think a giant sword would fit a lot better. So yeah, that's all the fun facts about Vera. Um, oh, I forgot one more. Um, um, yeah, when it comes to Vera's weapon choices, it's actually ridiculously hard to make because on one hand, I can have a regular sword, but it's gonna be like Mizurugi, and not to mention, at the same time, she was created just because I have way too many, too many Asian-inspired characters. So um, literally Evo, Julian, a lot of the other characters. This is actually my first ever Russian character I made in in the character creation. Um, so anyway, uh, so before I actually, tell you guys, before actually going further, I'm gonna be talking about Jolene's fun fact. So Jolene's is obviously based off of, what's it called? She is indeed based off of One Piece, and she is also based off of Pirates of the Caribbean, and yeah, you already know where this is going. So literally, but here's the thing. Well, I'm wondering, it's not just One Piece and Pirates of the Caribbean. Her story is a bit similar to um, it's almost it's not a carbon copy, but it's a little bit, almost a bit similar to Raphael's backstory, where Raphael was framed and everyone's after him. So, oh, and also, yeah, like I said in my first ever episode of Fictional Character Backgrounds, Evo is actually the only character that I've been recreating for more than 10 years. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this backstory of Jolene, not Jolene, sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed this background backstory of Vera, the Black Wolf of Russia. So anyway, well, um, actually I do like the way I actually designed her. Like basically all that armor is literally gonna protect her from many things, especially when it comes to like anything that is arrow related. And not to mention the mod actually makes it more realistic, as well as the damage on the armor. Alright, let me take you guys out before I do anything else. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next. You can follow me on Instagram at God227 Productions. Excuse me. You can follow me on Twitter at GD247S. You can check out my Discord at God327 Garage Museum. And last but certainly not least, you can check out my Twitch in case my YouTube doesn't work. So, without any further ado, hope you guys have a dope Saturday. This is God to sign off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.